Have you ever just looked out at a field of wildflowers and been totally blown away by how many different kinds there are? Well, what if I told you there's a secret code hidden inside pretty much every single flower? A code that can help you become a real plant detective. So, come on, let's dive in and crack this code together.
I mean, it can feel kind of overwhelming, right? With so many different species out there, where do you even start? Do you look at the leaves, the stems, the roots? It's a huge puzzle. But, botanists have had a secret weapon for centuries. And that brings us to our very first lesson. To solve the great mystery of plant identity, we've got to know where to look for the best clues. And it turns out the best evidence is often the prettiest part. Okay, so what's really important here is that word stable. Think about it. A plant's leaves can change shape depending on how much sun they get, and its size can change based on the soil, but the flower, its basic structure stays remarkably the same. It's like the plant's own personal fingerprint, and that makes it the key to everything. So if the flower is our main clue, we really need to know what we're looking at, right? Let's get familiar with the basic parts.
I promise, it's way simpler than it looks.
All right, let's break this down. You can see all the main parts labeled here. You've got the colorful petals, the green sepals sitting right underneath, and all the reproductive stuff in the middle. Now, I know it looks a little complicated, but for our code-breaking mission, we only need to focus on a couple of these. And that's it. For real. We're just zeroing in on the petals, the bright colorful bits that are like a giant landing pad for bees, and the sepals. Those are the small, usually green leaf-like things that protect the flower bud before it opens. The number of these parts, well, that's where the secret's hiding.
Okay, you ready for this? This is the big reveal. The simple trick that divides almost all flowering plants on the entire planet into two massive groups. This right here, this is the flower code. Remember this number, 3. So many flowers will have 3 petals or sepals, or a multiple of 3, like 6 or even 9. This is the magic number for one of the 2 huge plant groups. And here are the other magic numbers, 4 and 5. If the flower parts aren't in 3s, they're almost always in groups of 4 or 5, or multiples like 8 or 10. This is the code for the other massive group of plants. So here's the bottom line. You just have to count. If you see 3, 6, or 9 petals, you've got yourself a monocot. If you count 4, 5, 8, or 10, you're looking at a dicot. It is an absolutely amazing botanical shortcut. So now that we know the rule, what in the world are monocots and dicots? Let's meet the 2 teams. First up, the monocots. Think of things like grasses, corn, lilies, and tulips. The name mono comes from the fact that they have only one first leaf that emerges from the seed. But the easiest way to tell, their flower code is always based on the number 3. And on the other team, we have the dicots, and this group is huge. We're talking everything from roses and beans to giant oak trees. Their name, di, comes from them having 2 first leaves. And their flower code? It's all about those 4s and 5s. Let's just put them side by side. It really is this straightforward. Monocots, they're all about the 3s. Dicots, all about the 4s or 5s. You can see how common plants you totally already know fit right into these 2 simple categories. Okay, let's do a quick field test. Take a look at this lily. If you count its parts, you'll find 6 of them. And since 6 is a multiple of 3, what does that make it? Yep, you got it, a monocot. Now, check out the wild rose. It has 5 really clear petals. So it's a dicot. See, it's that simple. This code works perfectly out in the real world. Now, this whole magic number rule is incredible, but believe it or not, it's just the first secret. A flower's entire design tells a whole story about its life, from the petal all the way to the fruit. And we have to remember, that beautiful flower isn't just there for us to count. Every single part has a job. Its bright colors, that's a giant advertisement for pollinators like bees and butterflies. And after pollination happens, which is a whole other amazing story, that flower starts an incredible transformation into a fruit, which is designed to protect the seeds for the next generation. So, the next time you're outside, don't just see a flower, see a clue. Pick it up, take a close look, and start counting. Are you holding a monocot or a dicot? You now have the key to unlock one of the biggest secrets of the plant world. Just imagine what else you'll discover.